Today's video, we're going to talk about the importance of proper follow-up once you're fit with hearing aids. Most people, the first time that they wear hearing aids can be a real challenge, an eye-opener. Your brain is going through a lot of different changes, learning this new information, hearing sounds again that you haven't been hearing for a while. And for most people, since it's been 7 to 10 years from when they first noticed changes to their hearing to when they did something about it and actually saw an audiologist, a lot has changed in the brain and how we perceive sounds and the stimuli around us. So when you're fit with hearing aids, hopefully you're properly fit, you had real ear measures performed, you had best practices, you hopefully went to some place that you trust and that's taking care of you. And when that is the case, you should have proper follow-up. So I consider proper follow-up and evidence-based care shows that you should have, upon fitting, you should have checkups. So I typically see my patients 1 week after they're fit with hearing aids and then about 2 weeks after that in that first month. And we know that you're doing fairly well during those appointments and we make adjustments accordingly. If you're not doing as well as we'd hope, then we need to talk about that. We need to see what changes we need to make. If it's the hearing aid, do we need to go to a different manufacturer? Is it how it's coupled to your ear? Do we need to change the pieces? Do we need to have some custom pieces made? There's a lot of different factors because as your brain changes and accepts different sounds, we need to make changes to the settings of those hearing aids. So that's what we're doing during that first month of appointments and checkups. After that, once we know you're successful and we've made whatever changes that we need to make, then I like to see my patients every 6 months for a thorough cleaning and checkup. And at that appointment, we have conversations about how are you doing? Are you still meeting your goals? We might do some questionnaires that we did before you got your treatment, and then we want to see how you're doing after your treatment. We also want to talk about, have you started implementing better communication strategies? Have you made changes to your behavior, and has your family made changes to their behavior to make sure that you have proper access to their conversations and communication? So it's really important that at these checkups, you're sharing with me or your audiologist what challenges you may be having, but it's equally important to celebrate the successes because we want to know what is great, and so we know what not to change, but then we know areas of improvement. So open communication between your audiologist and yourself is critical. And if you could bring a family member to your appointment or a close friend, that would be fantastic because sometimes they see things in us, in our patients as well, that we might not see about ourselves. And so having somebody else's opinion saying, you know what, you're doing way better than you think you are, or I've really noticed that you're not speaking as loudly, or the TV has come down. All of that feedback is really important so you can celebrate your successes and you can feel empowered knowing that you're making the right decisions for yourself, but it also helps the audiologist know that we're on the right track. So be sure that you are following up, you are returning those phone calls for appointments or getting those emails and making sure that you're as successful as possible. So those are some reasons why follow-up care is really critical to your overall success once you get hearing treatment. Be sure to share. Thank you.